Hey guys, today I'm going to review the Kiwi's Ardor. A big thanks to Kiwi's for sending in this review unit, but all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are mine. So, what do you get inside the box? Inside the box, you get this case, and inside the case, you get the headphone and two cables. One is a 3.5 to 3.5 for your analog connection, and one is the USB C to USB A to recharge your device. Now, talking about the headphones, they're completely plastic made and the headbands are stainless steel. For me, comfort wise, I had no issues. They were really comfortable. The clamping force was average, and the yoke movement of the headphones was quite good too. Now, talking about the looks, although they look nice with this fake leather or the vegan leather, what they call it nowadays, but this Kiwi's logo is a bit loud in my opinion. I would have liked it if they were a bit short and a bit small and they were maybe placed over here on the yokes rather than this big logo. So this is the ANC button. This is the USB-C charging button. This is the 3.5. This is the power on or off. This is the volume plus or minus, right? And talking about the ear cups. So as you can see, they are made out of pleather material. The length is average and the depth is average too. For my medium to average sized ears, they were at its limit. But if you have very large ears, you might face some issues with this. If you have smaller ears, you should be fine, no worries. But for medium to large ears, there might be some issues in terms of fit. Now, they are very squishy, so no problem in terms of comfort or the softness of the cushion pads, ear pads. And this headband, as you can see, is a bit thin. So there is a hot spot over here at the top, which I found if I wear it for maybe, let's say, an hour or 2 hours. So not that uncomfortable, but yeah, there is sort of a discomfort which you feel on the top of the head. The ear cups are pleather material. Now, depending on how much you sweat and where you live, you could see some sweat buildup or not at all. For me, I do sweat a lot. So for me, there was a sweat buildup over here and over here. A very minor sweat buildup on the top. Now, it will differ person to person, but for me, there was a bit of a sweat buildup. I just want to say that. And it does get a bit stuffy. Now, that's the comfort and the looks of the Kiwi Ardor. Let's talk about the ANC and transparency. The ANC for the $100 price point is average. So the lower hums of ACs, car engines, bus engines, they get cancelled out quite nicely, I might say, especially for the price. But again, yeah, talks and your horns, your speech, they are not that good. So they don't get cancelled at all. They have this weird, they just sit in the background, but you can still hear them properly. Talking about the transparency mode has this very fake digital kind of output, which again is expected for the $100 price point. So yeah, I'm not knocking it, but yeah, I'm just giving you the reality. Please do not expect ANC or transparency same level as the AirPods Pro Max or the Sony XM5s, something like that. Now, talking about the sound quality, the Ardor is surprisingly decent when it comes to sound quality out of the box. They do lean a bit bright. The bass of the Ardor is good. I wouldn't call it the best because the sub bass, while it does have good amount of punch, good amount of rumble, the mid bass is a bit lacking. And the male vocals like Chris Cornell's, Bill Withers, they come across quite well, especially for a headphone at this price. And the female vocals is where this shines at, because when you listen to something J-pop, K-pop, the shrilly vocals which many people look out for, that comes across really well. And it comes across so well that at higher volumes, I think so many people who are, allergic or who do not like that shrilly upper mids, they might have some issues with that. Now, talking about the treble. Now, treble is where it gets a bit weird because I like the treble of this at lower volumes, but if I push it a bit more, let's say medium volume, or just I'm approaching medium volume in your smartphone. That time the treble becomes too unbearable for me, because even as someone who likes a bit spicy treble, the Ardor's treble is a bit mean. It's good at lower volumes, but at higher volumes, it's just a bit shrilly adjusted too uneven for me. Sadly, the Ardor does not have any app, so you cannot fix it with EQ. But if you are using an Android or if you are using Windows PC, I think so you can use any equalizer app and fix EQ the Ardor a bit to actually sound quite good. For me, the EQ I would suggest is bringing down the 4K to 5K, 6K, that region a bit, like 2 dBs, right? And not 2 dBs, sorry. I would say 3 to 4 dBs, and giving it a bass boost at around 250, 300, and that gives it a good mid bass hum, and it decreases the treble. And yeah, I think so. If you do that kind of EQ, this sounds really good actually. So what I would have liked for this $100 price point is basically provide an app for this, or at least a web portal, so that anyone can go and EQ and save the EQ inside the headphone. That way you can have the EQ loaded in the headphone and use it anywhere. The way I suggested is something like using Wavelet or in your Android phone, or something similar in your Windows PC. That way you can fix the issues which I talked about Ardor, especially in terms of sound. So yeah, that's my review of the Kiwi Ardor. If you have any questions, please do comment below and ask, and I'll try to help you out. Like and subscribe. 94% of the people watching this video aren't subscribed, so I would really appreciate if you could subscribe, and it really helps me out a lot. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.